18 minutes. Traders placed enormous bets that the market would surge.
Apparently, there was a special forces soldier who was involved in the capture of Venezuelan President Maduro, who was arrested by federal authorities today on suspicion of insider trading and betting on Polymarket. Are you concerned that federal employees are betting on these prediction markets and potentially getting rich?
Well, I don't know about it, but was he betting that they would get him or they wouldn't get him?
It sounds like he was betting on his removal from office, that Maduro would be removed.
Well, that's
it sounds like he was involved in the operation.
That's like Pete Rose betting on his own team. It's a little like Pete Rose. Pete Rose, they kept him out of the Hall of Fame because he bet on his own team. Now, if he bet against his team, that would be no good, but he bet on his own team. I'll look into it, yeah?
Have you put any safeguards into effect to ensure that the administration does not continue to profit from the sudden ups and downs in tariffs and in the market?
So I don't run the Office of OGE. When we do trade negotiations, there are a million factors that go into it, dealing with foreign countries.
I'm sure there are.
Et cetera. And so these are not.
Do you disagree with the estimate from both Forbes and the New York Times that since Mr. Trump has been in office, his net worth has increased by about $1.4 billion in 1 year?
I don't know what the president's net worth is. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Ambassador, the Supreme Court has now ruled that these blanket tariffs are illegal. This hearing should be about one thing: getting the American people their money back. So let me ask you something that should be pretty easy, yes or no. Do you believe American families deserve refunds for the higher prices that they paid under tariffs the Supreme Court has now ruled illegal? Yes or no?
So I think
yes or no,
if we could get the Biden inflation of 12% back to the consumers, that would be a great start.
Okay, I will take that as a no.
Democratic attorneys general asked for the tariff revenue to go to companies.
Reclaiming my time.
It's what they asked
for. Since you can't answer a very basic question, yes or no, to the American people who paid the price through taxes that were imposed illegally by this administration. That's why I've introduced the Relief Act, to guarantee automatic refunds in 90 days. No games, no gimmicks, no applications, no red tape, no favoritism, just getting the people their money back. That is what this should be about, because families were paying more while someone else was profiting. And I want to move to that. At our last hearing, you said, and I quote, this is not market manipulation. But since then, we've seen a clear pattern. Tariffs are announced, markets move. A sudden reversal follows, markets move. And then the tariffs resume, one over and over again. Mr. Chairman, I ask for unanimous consent to submit to the record 10 articles documenting concerns about market-moving policy actions and trading activities around them.
Without objection.
Thank you. Ambassador, 18 minutes before last year's tariff pause, 18 minutes, traders placed enormous bets that the market would surge. And 46 minutes before the president's announcement on Iran negotiations just last week, someone shorted the oil market by hundreds of millions of dollars. Markets don't move like that by accident. And it raises serious questions about market manipulation and insider trading inside Donald Trump's administration. You told this committee that the original tariff pause was part of the plan. Well, if that's true, then that plan was worth billions to anyone who knew about it in advance at the expense of hardworking Americans. That's wrong. And it raises a very simple question. Who knew it and who profited off of the backs of the American people? It stinks. And at a minimum, it warrants an investigation. That's why I led a letter with 130 other Democrats asking for answers about the Liberation Day tariff pause. We still haven't received a response from you, Mr. Ambassador. Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to enter into the record the letter dated April 11th, 2025, into the record.
Without objection.
So, Ambassador, let me ask you, what steps have you taken specifically to ensure that no one under your supervision is trading on non-public market-moving information?
We have ethics rules that are imposed, and every government employee, whether they're a political or whether they're career staff, they have to follow these rules. Every year, those who are in high positions, they have to fill out a form that says what trades they have,
you're
and so we
saying
turn those in.
this is about a form. Someone with access to your information is actively moving markets minutes before announcements. Existing safeguards are clearly not working. Instead of delivering relief to working people, this administration is allowing insiders to profit while everyone else pays more. Now, I want to move on to one last thing.
That's just not true.
You said in your last testimony that we would have 90 deals in 90 days.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
I don't think I said that.
I asked you.
90 days, 90 deals in 90 days.
That's
I
what
don't
you
think
said. So how many do we have done?
We have 18.
18 of 90. In my
say
book,
90 deals in
that is a failing grade. Your testimony gloats how you've made just as many trade deals during your tenure as free trade agreements since 1985, but you know better than anyone that those free trade agreements went through Congress. And if you don't know that, then we have a bigger problem, because the reality is there is no trade agreement that isn't binding, that isn't enforceable, and that no one has the opportunity to review. None of them have gone through Congress. Meanwhile, they are costing the American people more. And to me, the American people deserve better. They deserve their money back. They deserve accountability for the market manipulation and the insider trading.
There's none of
They deserve transparency, and right now, they're not getting any of that from this administration. We deserve better. I yield back.